So we have the second day of Toy Fair wrapped up. My voice is gone at this point.
You weren't even there, though.
I know.
Why is your voice gone? What did you do?
I'm just under the weather, I think. just terrible timing. Just terrible timing. Yeah,
you should just get like a face mask and just walk around with that. Like,
I can look
don't get anything from anybody.
I could look like a ninja.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. There's a lot of ninjas that weekend. That's a whole other story. So we're going to first jump into some interesting reveals. It seems that on Friday there was a display that was put up by Hasbro, and then it was kind of quickly took back down and replaced with a lot of the Masterpiece stuff instead. And no one really talked about it at all. And we just have like this single image of it floating around. And I tried to find like a super HD image of it to kind of like post here for the segment. So what I'm talking about is there was a display of the Transformers G1 reissues, and that's what kind of like distracted people too, was because when this image did kind of float around, people were just looking at the image and going like, oh, there's the G1 reissue Soundwave, the Optimus. We finally get to see Gears with his packaging, you know. But to the right of it was some intriguing stuff, and it was this red packaging of a Siege/Generations like kind of packaging with a big 35th anniversary on the side, and you know, 2 cardboard cutouts on top of them, one of Optimus, one of Megatron, and then 2 in-hand, and of a third character, and then an in-hand image of what looks like, again, the lighting wasn't the best because the lighting's never that good at Toy Fair. It's one thing I've always commented about. They always use like terrible orange spotlights for every display.
Well, I guess it's like mood lighting, you know, to try to like set the mood and everything, but it doesn't really show you the true colors of anything.
I've never understood that with Toy Fair. It's always been, and you're probably right, it's like a mood lighting. It's always been like that with Toy Fair, where it's like SDCC and every other convention that has reveals, it's like, you know, you have your fluorescent. It's everywhere. It's a convention. Where here, it's like we got to take like an orange spotlight that like you just installed, you know, from.
Well, the way I kind of see it, it's very similar to probably like E3, where you're on the show floor and there's like blue, like there's strong lighting from everywhere, and the lighting's not, you know, normal.
I guess,
but I guess it's just to like really make things pop, because again, it's a trade show, you know, it's not really a public thing. So, I mean, even though, you know, we tend to get in because we're very hardcore, but I think we're very, very part of the minority of the public that gets into Toy Fair.
Well, yeah, people get special invitations and stuff. That's the primary thing. So essentially, we have these 4 quote figures here, and on closer inspection, it looks like it's going to be a subline of 35th anniversary figures. Pretty much the Voyager Siege Optimus repainted to be a little bit more cartoon accurate and getting rid of the weathering that is present on these Siege figures currently. Same thing with the Megatron, getting rid of the weathering and the battle damage and making it a little more cartoon accurate. The Soundwave is, you know, on closer inspection, clearly is Soundblaster, the black repaint. Mostly the biggest indicator, even though it's hard to tell if it's a black repaint or not because of the terrible lighting, but the fact that it pretty much has a clear red cassette door and a gold brimming on the chest, so that's pretty much Soundblaster. It doesn't say who he comes with on a cassette level, but or who's there. It's hard to tell because, again, we just have this one image. And then we have, again, a cardboard cutout of it looks like a Deluxe Prowl, but it's actually a Deluxe Bluestreak, and it looks like it actually has shoulder-mounted rockets this time. So,
according to the picture, so we don't know how accurate that.
According to what I could pull out of these pictures too, like really
like I mean, it's just, remember, it's like it's a drawing, it's a cutout drawing of this character, so it's not even the actual figure. So we hope it does come with the rocket launchers, the rocket guns, but we're not super certain.
And what this reminds me of, it's probably very similar to what during when we had the 30th anniversary of Transformers, we had the Generations line. And then at the same time, we had the Thrilling 30, which was like a little subline of like, hey, it's the 30th anniversary of Transformers, so here's like 30 key figures that we really want to focus on. So this might be something similar to what the Thrilling 30 was, where it's a subline to celebrate the anniversary of Transformers for the 35th anniversary. Maybe they just didn't want to talk about this initially. Maybe there was enough stuff to talk about that weekend, and they're saving this for, let's say, San Diego Comic-Con or whatever. So, I mean, but this is something that not a lot of people talked about and kind of went, under the radar. There's a few other things we're going to talk about today, but this is definitely one of them where it's just stuff that everyone was all, oh my God, Springer, oh my God, Jetfire, that they didn't talk about this kind of stuff. But again, looks really cool.
I think one thing that I do like is looking at the box for Optimus Prime, his chest looks like, I don't know if they stuck a sticker on it but it looks like when they when you buy those stickers from repro labels and you could put them on the windshield and it looks like it's a cartoon looking in kind of thing. It's not translucent, but it's more like this is what glass would look like in a cartoon kind of thing.
Yeah, they have the white
reflection.
Yeah, no, totally. I think that's probably what they're going to do, because the original Siege Voyager has that clear blue, so they're probably going to do something that just kind of either, again, this is just based off of what we could see. They're probably just going to opaque it or something, or really matte it, and then, I mean, even with the Soundblaster, it's like, are they going to retool it? Is it just going to be a straight up repaint? Are they going to throw in another cassette character? Who knows? It's very interesting, but we'll definitely talk more about it. But I get a feeling this might be something that we're going to learn much later than sooner right now.